Welcome you to the Circle Up Prowl Weekly, Episode 8. My name's Clay.
I'm Justin.
My name's Jay.
All right, we're going to get right into it.
We were just talking about Fred.
Yeah.
Because we need to talk about something that makes us feel good inside.
Yeah, so we'll start with Fred.
Last night, of course, we're watching the blowout loss to the Jets by an unnamed team, but remaining nameless.
Some blue team, we'll leave it at that.
Anyways, they brought up the little thing because I think he just went over. Frank Gore just went over 11,000 yards with like 2 blown knees, broken hip, and some other stuff happening. So, in my opinion, and they all agreed that Frank Gore, even last night, oh yeah, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday. Oh yeah. Okay, how can they say that when Freddie T had just over 10,000 all-purpose yards?
I want to say almost 12. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember anymore.
And he doesn't even get talked about as a
Frank Gore has no Super Bowls, right?
No.
That would be a negative.
So
he has one collegiate championship, I believe.
He probably has more Pro Bowl appearances because
he's obviously lasted a lot longer.
Fred got screwed out of a lot of Pro Bowl.
Yes, he did. He got screwed out of a lot of Pro Bowl appearances.
And Fred only had a couple appearances in the playoffs. And that hurt him.
Yes.
If you look at the body of work, I mean, damn.
Statistics: 11,695 rushing yards.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, it's
66 touchdowns.
Okay, then Frank Gore has like 12,000 all-purpose yards. Then I think that's because I know it was only separate 1,100 or something like that. Right. So roughly one season, and Frank Gore's played a ton more.
And Frank Gore is a great running back, but
he's no Freddie T.
He didn't do the things Fred did. I just rewatched some of the old days stuff. They released the '96 playoff game on YouTube.
Oh man,
'96 Jags Broncos game.
That's a great game.
And that led to watching more good old day highlights. And all you gotta do is just turn on that '99 Dolphins game and just watch Fred Taylor just outrun everybody on the field. Nobody was gonna catch him.
Nope.
Except for Jimmy Smith, actually. Jimmy Smith is the only guy on the field. And he would just pull away with, like, he'd do this beautiful jump cut, and he was gone. And it was like, nothing like it.
I'm all about offensive linemen getting into the hall too. I don't want you guys to think I'm just singling out one dude, but that brought that to my attention. Frank Ferrangis on the Frank Ferrangis show brought it up again today, and it just bothered me. A guy that is not that far down and played less seasons than Frank Gore isn't even in the conversation.
Well, how many seasons has Frank played?
I don't know. A good ton of them, right?
A whole bunch of them. That's Fred. And I feel like when you're talking about Hall of Fame, there's debatable guys. Like, I feel like Fred Taylor's a debatable guy. And then there's, like, your no-brainers. Like, if a guy was the best at his position when he was playing, then it's a no-brainer that he goes in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
That's why people bring up Tony Baselli. Because
absolutely.
It was short, but for the time he was playing, there was no question that he was the best left tackle in football.
He's been in the league since 2005.
Right.
So, a long time.
That is a long time, yeah.
Does that work out to about 12 years if I done that math all right? For a running back, that's old as Moses. Older than Moses.
Well, hell, if longevity got you in the Pro Bowl, they'd put that garbage punter we had a couple years ago in the Hall of Fame. Remember that dude? Like, he was shanking punt.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd would boo him, and he would ramp up the crowd to, like,
boo him more.
Boo him more.
That was a character right there. He was a class act.
He was old as hell.
Oh. So what? This guy's been here. He's been in the league for 10 years, give or take.
Yeah, a little over
11 years.
A little over 10 years, which is a long time for a running back. But what I'm saying is, I think Tony Baselli is a no-brainer for the Hall of Fame. I think that Fred Taylor should be in the Hall of Fame.
Tony is absolutely no-brainer for the Hall of Fame. There is, to me, they're doing a disservice that he's already not in the Hall of Fame. It's good that he's already on the semifinals list. Again.
You know what helps? Terrell Davis.
Yes.
Because if you're willing to put Terrell Davis in the Hall of Fame with as short a career as he had, you have to put Tony in.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the lineman, but there's a lineman with the Miami Dolphins who had a shorter career than Tony did, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
And I think that what they would point to for that person would be probably Super Bowls.
Probably, that's exactly what it is, Super Bowls.
Well, it doesn't freaking matter for Frank Gore, and why are they already willing to put a gold jacket on him?
I don't know, that's a good question.
Dumb to me.
All right. I mean, at least we all came to the same consensus. I was really mulling this over while I was listening to the radio on the way home from work. I was like,
Been to one Super Bowl. That's about where it's at. I can't really think of anything else. How many times has he been the leading rusher of the NFL? I can't really think of it much. Yeah.
And that's what happened with Fred. He was overshadowed by other running backs.
And that's the thing.
and it wasn't
Compared to even now, like with Gore, and even Gore's not in the limelight much anymore, but compared to now and back when Fred was doing it, you had so many more running backs at the same time that were much more run-oriented game.
And honestly, I could see us going back to a much more run-oriented game with our quarterback play at this stage that we're in.
Yeah.
Especially depending on how the draft works out.
I think we established a couple weeks back, like there's probably more than 12 teams that would like to have a better quarterback in the NFL right now.
There's such a deficit for talent at the quarterback position, and because of the way the college game is played, it's producing a lot more high-level running backs than it is high-level quarterbacks.
Yes.
And quantity over quality, too.
That's also killed the offensive line play.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's why you get Dalvin Cook. You don't need an offensive line.
Nope. We've seen what he does against with a crappy offensive line.
Yeah.
For the better part of his career in Tallahassee, he's managed pretty well.
As crazy as it seems.
Not like Heisman good, but good.
Could be Heisman good, but
yeah, he got shafted.
That's a whole other subject to get me riled up on.
He got shafted. We can all agree on that.
Trying to piss off Clay.
Any rate, though, I mean, it was just an interesting conversation that I thought we should touch on. Now back to the Jaguars at hand.
Back to the living nightmare of current life as a Jaguar fan. So positives from Sunday.
Our defense.
Tailgate was great.
Okay.
Tony's always great.
So I had 3 solid hours of fun, and then I had to go watch the Jaguars play.
3 solid hours of what the hell?
3 hours of sober up. So like Jason said, the defense is playing on a very high level.
Almost to the point it's maddening whenever you hold 2 teams to, I think last week we held them to 1 out of 10 third downs. And then the week before that, or 2 weeks prior to that, I guess Kansas City.
I believe. Kansas City, yeah.
I believe we held a team to 1 out of 12 third downs.
And this week it was 1 out of 13.
And their quarterback threw for 104 yards. Last week it was 2 weeks ago it was 100 yards, under 100 yards, right?
Yeah, against the Texans, right?
And
how
this
do you
week
lose?
It was 102.
Okay.
How do you lose?
Let's break it down even further here.
206 total yards.
All right. We held the ball for like 34 minutes too. Usually just holding the ball for the time that you hold it for determines who's going to win. Usually.
Yes.
Usually that's an indicator.
That is a very good indicator. Time of possession is very key.
It's an indicator normally that you're running the ball well and you have control of the game, but
not us.
Not us.
How do you screw it up? Well, you just have to watch it. It's remarkable.
I don't know how. They find a new way every week. It's amazing.
From bouncing
passes off people's feet
to bouncing, juggling footballs in the air. It's a miracle.
Or Blake just one the other direction.
What is the deal with all of the... Blake's thrown a lot of interceptions, and it's on Blake. He's just destruction for the sake of destruction. Chaos for the sake of chaos.
Oh, yeah.
What is the deal with all of the
pick
passes?
Sixes?
Whenever he throws to Marquise and it's off target, it's like it's been volleyed up in the air. It's always like bouncing high in the air whenever it's off.
I don't understand it either. Same thing. And the one to A-Rob.
It's like, come on, let's sort of make it a little competition so you can get it.
Yeah.
Turns into an interception.
So many almost moments before
that's
the
pick
six
one
finally happened.
Yeah.
And then the pick six didn't even seal it, though. That's what was crazy. Because the defense held for so long.
It definitely did not help.
No, it didn't help. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, we were in the game with 5 minutes left.
We were in it for a while. But how confident were you watching that offense running down the field?
Zero. Like we always like to say, there was always a chance. Any given Sunday, except if you're a Jaguar fan. Or probably a Browns fan, too. We can lump us together.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely throw that in there, too. Or maybe a Niners fan.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, if your quarterback throws for 5 yards, you probably have a good chance to not doing it.
At any rate, though, there was a lot of bad. Wasn't much good. A-Rob trashed the fans again, supposedly tonight or early this afternoon. I mean, I'm pissed. I feel like they are just as pissed. They don't have anyone else to vent to, so they're just venting back at the fans.
They feel like we don't understand what they're going through, and we feel like they don't understand what we're going through.
Yeah.
And that's the situation between the players and the fans right now. And it's really ugly. And I blame Gus Bradley, and I blame David Caldwell, and I blame Shad Khan.
Yes, I blame all three of them, too. I concur, and I think that I don't understand. I've read up quite a few tweets about this. It's already rumored. The rumor's already out there. I guess Jason Lockenford tweeted it. I didn't read the tweet.
Yeah, he wrote an article.
Yes, that Gus Bradley's gone. Why? What are you doing? Because their contracts are guaranteed regardless. Shad Khan's not showing any loyalty to any sort of coach by keeping this guy when they already know that this guy is gone. Because I also then at the same time then you also see the other side of the article where it's like, well, maybe, or the comments in the article, maybe they're like, well, maybe he just wants to show that he's not going to drop the next head coach halfway through a season or something like that. I get that.
I get that. Like, he wants to be able to show that Jacksonville is a stable franchise, and if you do decide to come here, we're not going to just throw you out the door immediately.
Oh, I'm pretty sure anyone that walks in the door knows that right now.
But here's my sales pitch.
You do an 8-8 season, you're here for a lifetime.
Here's my sales pitch, though. Fire him before the home finale against the Titans.
Ooh.
And here's why. It'll give you a jump start on the coaching carousel because there are going to be multiple vacancies. There always are.
Which I hear about 4 to 6 this go around.
Yeah, and you've got to sell yourself to the top coaching candidates because you can't do up and coming coach this time. I think you have to go established coach.
I believe that's the case.
And so if you're going to go established coach, you need to get a jump on it.
And how many?
But you really can't talk to them.
And how many established coaches? Yeah. Because
you're not supposed to talk to them.
Yes.
You negotiate through their agent, but you're really not supposed to speak.
You're not supposed to meet with Tom Coughlin already.
Well, he's fine. You can talk to him.
I didn't know you could talk to NFL executives about coaching or about stuff.
Yeah, he's not with a team.
Oh, I
thought it was just like
NFL in general.
Until the season is over, you can't.
As far as I know, you can negotiate.
Until it's a vacancy, you can't talk about it. That's the way it is.
Maybe it is a vacancy. I'm not 100%.
But anyways, you still want to get a jump on it.
Well,
but more importantly, if you're talking just local, you want to get a jump on... I remember in 2008, the team was really bad.
That was bad.
We won 5 games in 2008.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
But guess what? The crowds were great. There was like a huge... They had just about sold out their season ticket base because of all the momentum from the 2007 season. They sold all the tickets, and so when they got to 2008, they sucked. It was like, well, whatever. And then the bottom fell out the next year.
And we didn't think...
Get a jump start on selling tickets by letting people know, look, Gus Bradley's gone, things will be different next year.
Yeah.
And get those early renewals to actually renew.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest.
But I know a lot of people that are considering not renewing.
Oh, no. I spoke about it before. I already know 4 people that are inaugural season ticket holders from December 1st of 93 that are already not renewing at this moment.
Because the product on the field. Now when the offseason hits and 4 months or 5 months off, and then the draft, all the hype. I know because I work at a local grocery store chain. And I talk to a lot of customers all the time about the Jaguars. A lot of them are pissed, angry.
Yeah.
Most of them don't want to renew their tickets, but I think it's because we're in mid-season form and nothing has changed.
Well, as the people I've spoken with are seated in the clubs and they are tired of spending $3,500 plus for a crappy product, and they don't like the remodeling of the clubs. This is their opinions. The remodeling of the clubs and the fact it's reshaped certain spaces, it's longer lines for certain items. There's a waste of space in certain areas. There's no more free drinks and beverages.
Yeah, that does.
The popcorn machine is gone.
That does piss off
Free popcorn
quite
machine.
a few people.
The popcorn machine's gone.
Free popcorn machine.
The popcorn machine is
That's
gone. The drink fountain is gone. You got to pay for refills in the clubs.
And another complaint is there's no more holder above the urinals to put your drinks when you're having to do your little thing. Minor details.
I did not notice that.
Yeah,
Small
because I
things.
don't take my drinks into the bathroom.
Hey man, you gotta go.
Yeah, I just.
Or that's awkward.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to take a chance that maybe a little. I don't know.
It's just in the air.
Yeah, it could be just simmering around. But anyways, I've not noticed that. That's eloquent. But and also I've been in the clubs a couple different times this year, and I didn't really have a problem with the lines, to be honest. That was one of the things that they got rid of. I felt last year that I was in the clubs. The lines.
I feel like you're going to get a lot more complaints when the team's this bad.
Yeah.
You'll have longer lines when the team's this bad.
Well, I imagine so. Imagine more vodkas and tonics and stuff like that, and more Jim Beam on the
Folks that
rocks.
are normally sitting out watching the game are probably going to be in the club more.
But the view, the standing view, yeah, it is kind of crap. But I understand the reason behind it. It is what it is.
You're talking about like opening up.
Yeah.
I still think it's fun. We had too many club seats. Let's be real.
Yes, that's why I said I understand the reason.
That was a very nice way to remove club seats.
Generally, yeah, that's all it was. The line of sight, and that's what their complaints are.
Well,
I just listen to these complaints very often.
my only thing is, why aren't they sitting in their seats anyways? Like, why would you want to stand at a Jaguar game right now?
Actually, a lot of people were doing it.
Standing?
I took a walk.
I didn't.
Then again, I mean, how often do you really want to watch the game right now?
Well, I mean, I suffered through the last one.
I did a lap, and so I wasn't actually in my seat when Blake threw the pick six. So that's what I missed.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I saw it on one of the TVs while I was walking by. I just needed a break.
Like Justin just said, I feel like the complaints are going to be much louder. The fact that the Jaguars now sell opposing teams jerseys in our, I'm not sure what.
The Fanatics fan shop.
Yeah.
Team shops or whatever.
Yeah, I personally don't like that. I think that's stupid. I think it's trash. I think it's elementary. I think it's kindergarten-esque.
To see Titans jersey being sold in our
Or Broncos jersey. I don't give a flying flip.
I don't really care for it. But the concept, at the end of the day, if it brings more money into every bank for the Jaguars and for the local economy, then...
Well,
I'm not.
Whatever.
Get
on
that
this.
shit out of here.
Yes, I totally agree with Justin on this one because other stadiums do not do it. I've seen pictures of other stadiums. Seattle Seahawks is one of them, where I guess a pseudo Jaguar fan by way of Seahawksville took a video. And someone posted it on Twitter, retweeted it, nothing. Just Seahawks.
You can't get a 49er side inside of the Seahawks team?
Yeah, what a quinkadink.
I've been there before. There's no opposing team stuff in their fan stuff.
That's my point.
I didn't see any Falcon shit in Tampa Stadium either.
No.
So that is a major flaw.
Yeah, I understand it's major for us. It shouldn't be like that. I'm not agreeing with it. I don't like it.
The only way I like it is if they made it mandatory for all 31 other teams to do this.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, but I can stomach it a lot better than my own home team just suckering up.
Maybe they're making the excuse because we're a Navy town. We have a lot of transplants and people are just rolling through. That's the excuse they're making. I'm just saying, this is what they're doing.
Well, how come it's conveniently the other 18 or the other 7 teams that we're playing here in the town locally? Why not all 32 teams?
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan at all. I mean, like we can complain and complain and complain. The product on the field sucks. Until the product on the field is better than sucking, I feel like it's I feel like it's just going to get continually worse. So these last 2 home games are going to be unbearable. I won't be able to attend the Tennessee Titans game because the day it falls on, but I will be there at the Vikings game, and
I had
Jay Smooth
LDS.
in the house.
Yeah.